Good evening. Today we have something special. Sorry about that. Audio checks, I slipped up a little bit today. Anyway, we got something special today. You'll recall my last Lego build was a Speed Champions 2-pack. Well, I've already got another one of those. I was browsing the eBay listings the other day, and I came across there was seller accepting offers, and I put in an offer for one of the 2-packs, the McLaren 2-pack, and the price that I got it for is basically the retail price of a single car. So we got 2 whole cars for the current price of a single car. So that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. So let me show you the set, switching to camera. This is the set. It's got the McLaren Solus GT, which is the black and white car, and the McLaren F1LM, which is the orange car. It's not an F1 car, but that's what it's called. So I guess it's just a team car or something. And then this is what the back of the box looks like. And once again, here's the front of the box. And like always on LEGO streams, I remembered my little tool in case we need it. I generally don't often use that on stream, but it's there if we need it. And I just realized we're Twitchception. So here are the 2 instruction books for the 2 cars we're building today. And I'm going to build the orange car first, because I think the black and white car looks a little more dynamic. So we're going to build the orange car first and then the black and white car. And so let's go ahead and get this box open and get started. All right. Let's see. That's a physically big bag 4. I'm guessing bag 4 and bag 3 are one car, 1 and 2 are the other car. Here's 3. Here's bag 1. These bags are physically bigger than any of the other set. It may just be that they're accommodating bigger pieces or whatever. I'm guessing 1 and 2. I'm making 2 separate stacks. Here's bag 2. So I have 2 separate stacks of bags, 1 for each car. And then I also get this instruction book and the other instruction book. But as always on my building streams, we're using the PDFs. So I'll just set these 2 aside. And then we also have, okay, doesn't look like the sticker sheets are as bad as on the Mercedes AMG cars we did the other day. These are the 2 sticker sheets. One sticker sheet only has 7 on it, and the orange sticker sheet has 14 on it, which is a tiny amount of stickers for Speed Champions. I'm assuming that this is the one we will need for right now because we're building the orange car first, and I will set this other sticker sheet aside. And it also comes with this chassis piece. I am not sure which car this goes to, the first or the second, but I guess we'll find out in a moment when I start going through pages. So, yeah, the instructions right off the bat tell me that it's going to be bag 3 plus this chassis piece. I spent enough minutes talking. Let's go ahead and open bag 3 and start this build. And yes, I know we're building bag 3 before bag 1 and 2. That's because 1 and 2 are the other car. And since each car has its own instruction book, we can build in whichever order we want. So now we're ready to get started with building the McLaren F1 LM. Alright, so this has us start by building the driver. So we gotta look around for minifigure parts in this pile. He's got a... As always, I will try and keep the action as much on camera as possible, but my fat fingers get in the way, and when I do stickers, I can't really contort my arms into the positions necessary to keep stuff on camera. Alright, he gets ahead. Doesn't show him holding a wrench. I guess that's one per set rather than one per driver. That's alright. It shows him getting this helmet, but we're not going to put the helmet on him yet because he has a hairpiece. The helmet is useless to him when his car isn't even built yet, you know? But while I look for the hairpiece, at least that's what he looks like in his helmet. And let me find the hair. There's his hair. So let's take the helmet off and set it aside, and he'll sit and watch as his car is built. So there's our driver. You can see the McLaren branding on his torso print, and there's his back. Looks like it's just a simple hoodie for this guy rather than a whole racing uniform. So this might just be a support car because he doesn't have a whole uniform. And right, I just positioned him right under where the instructions are. So we'll put him on this side to watch the build. And let's begin with the car. And I don't always talk solidly through Lego because sometimes I like to concentrate and I don't really have too much to talk about. I'm going away for a few days, so my next stream will be Monday at the earliest. But more than likely, it won't be until, well, we'll see what Monday brings. Because I'm going away tomorrow and I'm not coming back till Sunday. Alright, so here's what the chassis piece is for. And it just layers in like this. Oh, I missed a step somewhere. What did I miss? No, did I miss a step? No, I did not miss a step. Okay. Sometimes it's harder to see with the darker colors on the instructions. Alright, now we can... This is a very orange car, but we've already established that. The cool thing about the Speed Champions line is that the cars come in all sorts of different color schemes. So by the time we finish this series on my channel, and the series will... Speed Champions is still an ongoing theme for Lego, so I don't think the series will ever truly be complete on the channel. But when we get all the cars, you'll notice how colorful our garage is. What kind of piece is that? I've never seen that piece before. That's cool. I like seeing elements that I've never seen before. Where's the rest of them? There's supposed to be 4 of those. Most of the Speed Champions cars are built with a similar chassis piece like this, but they all take shape differently. Each car is unique in its shaping and features. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, we're doing some interesting stuff here with the studs on side brick. I wonder what we're using these ball on bar pieces for. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Alright, I gotta do that one more time. Can't just hit copy paste like I do with the computer Lego, huh? Oh, that's cool. I just saw this plate with printing on the side. We'll see how that comes up later. Alright, where's the other piece? I didn't see anything roll off when I dumped these out. It might still be under something because I haven't really flattened out my palette. Oh, I'm looking for the wrong color. That's why I'm not seeing it. I got the grays confused for a minute there. We need to find another one of those bars. Oh, there's that piece in black, but it's supposed to be dark gray here from the picture.
That was me.
Ah, Q Caller is here. Say hi to the camera, Q Caller.
Hi. Let's try this.
You know the microphone can hear you.
I know. I'll be out of your way in a couple minutes.
I mean, you can stay if you have useful talk. Found the piece that was hiding behind stuff. So, we spent way too much time looking for that piece that was not in my line of sight because it was hiding behind other pieces. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's just keep rolling with this build. Ah, wheel arches. The first part of the car that actually kind of looks like a car. And the first splash of the orange exterior. Let's keep on keeping on. There will be a lot of these Speed Champions cars over the coming months, but my next scheduled Lego stream actually is not a Speed Champions car. It's, well, you'll just have to wait till next weekend and see. Is that correct? I think that's correct, but I'm not 100% sure. If I messed up, obviously we'll find out in a hurry and fix it. Interesting. It looks like the corner plates, but it's got a rounded corner. I've not seen that before. And that piece is totally not lined up correctly. Yeah, I made a mistake, but I was able to catch it before it became a problem. So the fix took mere seconds. Now with that, we're caught up. All right, what's going on here? We got a bracket. We got this bracket piece. And then this. And then this other kind of bracket here. Interesting. And this unit goes on like this. I've set up my Lego queue for the next couple months, so we got some exciting stuff coming, both on stream and off stream. Because, like I said, I do get some stuff to build just for my own enjoyment, without the pressures of doing a stream. And then we get this big bracket piece here. And did I do that correctly? I think. This goes how exactly? I'm not entirely sure how it's telling me to line them up. Oh, like this. Right. Okay, we're back on track. That whole section went on the back like that. And we're starting to see some of the orange, the orange details going on. And now we're looking at these 1x8 plates with printing on the side. There's 2 of these. So printed bits. That means the car is going to have our first bit of graphic detail as well in a moment.
Alright, cool.
You good there?
Yep. I think the 4 sets that I just bought, since they're small sets, I'm gonna build them all in one sitting.
You know, or you could space them out.
I could space them out. Maybe one.
You'll get more enjoyment if you have 4 different build sessions.
Yeah, true.
And then we need to find this clip. And then there's a binoculars piece. Interesting. One of the cool things about the Speed Champions line is they use all sorts of weird pieces to make the detailed shapings. I'm getting better at handling these 1x1 slope pieces. They don't bother me as much as they used to, but they still can be difficult to grip at times. Oh, I put these binocular pieces in incorrectly. That's how they're meant to go. And this one I didn't even have clipped in all the way. All right, I'm missing one more piece from this section. Where's... So we're looking for that orange curved slope. Excuse me a moment. There it is. So this one goes onto here like this. And wow, I did these binoculars incorrectly again. That's where it needs to be. Let's just resecure everything here. And now let's fix the binoculars over here. And I'm not going to call them binoculars anymore because clearly they're not being used as such. They might be exhaust tips, I'm not sure. But that's not lined up. Okay, so this whole section here gets turned upside down and pressed into these bars here, like this. That feels pretty secure. So they are, in fact, the exhaust pipes under there. That's what the binoculars are being used for. It looks like we're going to be putting on our first sticker. This is the number 9 sticker. How's that look? So that's what that sticker piece looks like. It's a McLaren logo.
Please store mustard lid down.
Excuse me, the microphone heard you.
I don't care.
You're making a big deal over nothing.
It's not nothing.
Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so this section will attach here to the back like this. Let's line it up correctly. And there, we're filling in the back of the car now. All right, what's going on here? Some more orange squares. And now we're doing some tiling and shaping, it looks like. Oh, there it is. And then we get some of these grill pieces. All right, where's that piece? There it is. Okay. Nope, wrong. Make sure we're doing it correctly. Oh, I see. This is filling in some of the shaping here. So this piece goes on like that and fills in some of the stuff around the wheel arch. And it looks like we do the same thing on the other side. Like this. Okay, that doesn't feel like it's flush. All right, that's a little better. Okay, so looks like we're doing some smoothing out of the back here. And we're tiling up the studs, which means the shaping for this portion of the car might actually be close to done. Just this little tiny bit of the car, though. We've still got a long way to build. All right, what's going on here? I'm not sure what this is meant to be, but I guess we're about to find out. So we connect these axle pins into the tube like this. And then we have these other Technic pin bits here. And then we have Technic bricks that connect into these pins. Wow. And looks like we're supposed to line these up inside. Oh, I see how they're going. They're going like this. So this bar here inside, that's what we just put on. Here's what we've got so far. It, of course, doesn't look much like a car yet. So now we're doing something with these jumpers. I'm not sure what. Maybe the back of the seating. I'm not 100% sure. But that's supposed to go on here. Like this. I wonder what the Technic bar was for. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then we get this 3x3 plate going on the jumpers. Like this.
I'm curious.
What? What?
I brought a couple of CDs in with the groceries to rotate. And I don't know where I put the CDs.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is. I'll find them.
Okay, that looks correct-ish to me. Hopefully it actually is correct and not just correct-ish. Okay. What am I doing with? He must have just made his food. It smells like hot dogs in here. I ate before we started. I should be good for a couple hours. Alright, panels. I'm not sure what all these panels are for, but clearly they have something to do with shaping the interior. I hope I'm lining them up correctly because the placement is not 100% clear from the instructions. And it looks like we need one of these black sticks now. That looks like some kind of control joystick. Sorry, that step was off camera. Alright, if I had to guess, I think it's a safe assumption that what we're putting together right now is going to be part of the wall of the car, part of the outside edges. And it looks like that was a safe guess. Let me make sure I line it up correctly. So that goes on the side like that. And we'll do the same thing in mirror for the other side. Yeah, I'm really this is fun and this is exciting. But what I'm really excited about is my next Lego stream, which is going to be a week from Sunday. I'll be streaming before then, just probably not Lego. But I have something really special planned for the next Lego stream. Something different and something that's cool in Lego's offering, something that's unique amongst Lego's offering. And no, I'm not talking about one of those $100 all-night marathon Lego sets where I don't have the budget for that, but you'll see. Alright, so those two bits are on, like that. So it looks like we're doing the beginnings of shaping for the front of the car. Obviously, most of the front of the car is going to be in bag 2. Or I should say bag 4, because this is the second car in the set. Okay, if you go by instruction bag order. Okay, I see what it's doing there. Alright. So we have to clip these little bits on and then press them into the stud. And that holds it into place. There's one more to repeat on the other side. Like that. And so now these car walls we just built are secure now. Okay. Looks like with this, we're building the upper portion of the seat. And that attaches to the plate here. Inside like that. So we just put the seat in. And then there's a tile that goes inside below that. Well, I think that's part of the seat, but this tile makes me not so sure. Because this tile is going right where the person would be sitting if that was in fact the seat. That's... Yeah, it makes sense against the picture. I think we figured it out. And we're doing the same thing on the other side, it looks like. I had a Butterfinger moment, but it stayed on the table. So now we're going to push that into there. And we're going to put the matching tile on the other side. And then this section, it looks like, goes in the middle of the plate between those two other sections. Okay, so it looks like this is the actual seat right here. And the other bits were for general interior shaping. So this will press in right here. Still not seeing how he sits down in there. There is no place to sit in here right now, but that looks like a centered seat, so. Ah, there it is. Okay. Now the seating makes sense. With this other jumper plate going in, it's going to line up with the other one, and it makes sense as a seat. No, we're not going to put him in until we're done building the car. I can't get my finger in there. It should have had to do this. It should. I'm having trouble getting my finger in there. There we go. I got it in. Alright, so yeah, that's most definitely his seat. Okay. Why does that feel loose? Alright, should be good. And then, of course, we put in the steering wheel in front of that. So that's definitely the driver's area. And we're ready to move on to the other bag. So let's bring out bag 4. And this bag contains wheel covers. We're not going to open that bag till we need it. Okay. And already we're beginning this bag with a sub-assembly. And this bag is mostly orange with a little bit of gray and black. The fact that this bag has so much same color means part hunting might be a little bit on the not so easy side, but we'll do our best. We're definitely going to lose a bit of efficiency part hunting with everything being the same color, though. Yeah, already I'm having trouble piece hunting. Piece hunting is going to become easier as we use up the pieces and there's less of a pool, though. But like I said a few moments ago, having them all the same color doesn't help. Ah, sticker time. We have here a tile, and we have the number 14 sticker. Let's try the details on this end. So let's make sure it looks straight from this end. There we go. That's not a bad looking alignment. Okay, so this whole section. All right. Okay, so this goes onto these balls we put in before. All right, those were some satisfying clicks. And it looks like that section is in place. So let's lower that down now. And we have these transparent tiles on either side that will help it stay into place and keep the shaping. Yeah. That's no longer flexing. Clever use of a way to create that non-standard angle. Now we need another one of the slope pieces. There it is. Oof. And this one has us put a sticker on the tiny surface on the back. Oh, man. This is one sticker that'll look bad if not aligned well. It's high contrast to the actual piece. So, all right, not bad. It's good enough. Oh, and that's what that piece looked like with the sticker. Ah, some more stickers going on here. So this wedge, let's find the other side. So the one going this way has the number 10 sticker. And that goes on here, continuing this pattern. And then that has the 12 sticker. So yeah, we are quickly moving through our sticker sheet now that we've switched pages. Switched bags. All right, that goes in there. Okay, this is a weirdly shaped piece. Okay, that one gets the 13 sticker. Knowing what I know about pieces shaped like this in the line, I think this is meant to be a window extension. So let's line that up as close to the front of the piece as possible. And then this goes in where exactly? Ah, I see how it fits in. Yeah, the shaping of the car is really starting to come together now. Sorry, I look. We're doing okay. Paddle. Are these paddles supposed to represent the side mirrors or car shaping here? No, I think they represent car shaping. Okay. Oh no, that's not the side mirror. That's meant to be part of the shaping. That's around. And okay, so that's what the bar is for. That it's to pin on these bits here that make up the shaping. All right. Now we basically got to do the same series of steps on the other side. Same deal as last time. Between cars, we're going to do a stretching break. Okay, that's the number 8. So yeah, compared with the rest of the Speed Champions line, these sticker sheets really are tiny, which is a good thing. Stickers are difficult to work with and line up properly. Hold on, I want to see something real quick. Yeah. This F1 LM car does have some really interesting shaping going on the sides of the car. Sorry if what I'm doing is off camera. I try my best, but sometimes the fat fingers get in the way. We've got a quickly diminishing piece count here. So I have a feeling that most of the rest of the pieces at this point are going to be used for the front of the car. That's not the correct piece. And I'll tell you why that's not the correct piece. Because this piece that I had put on is identical in shape and size, but it's got that print on the side. That's how I know that this was the wrong piece for this part. One of the cool things about the Speed Champions line is the unique shaping. Every car has a unique shape that is masterfully captured with clever part usage. It's almost like the architecture series in its clever use of parts. That was almost a disaster, but everything stayed on the table. Okay, so those sections are on. And that's what the sides of the car look like. Both sides for that general shape. And I think, yeah, it looks like we're going to be moving on to the front of the car now. So that looks like it's where the front wheels are going to go eventually. We have these two little studs on side brick here. My phone's going crazy with notifications, but they can wait till later. It's Lego time. Nothing comes between me and Lego time. So now we're building a section of the front of the car. It looks like most of what we're going to do at this point is front of the car stuff. Geez. Okay. What do we have going on here? Let's put this where I can reach it easily. That's a slope. Well, they're meant to be angled, but we'll line them up when we're actually putting it on the car, I think. that. So that goes on like that. And that weight goes here. And how does this all attach up front? All right, how did the picture show them? So it had these bits down like this. And so when I come here, those are actually the front. Yeah, I see how it's lining up in the picture. This section goes onto here like this. And then these sections will be down like that. So there's the beginnings of the middle of the front. I'm actually a little bit ahead of schedule right now. My first 2 Speed Champions cards were about 2 hours each. We're just out over the hour mark, and this is the parts we have left. We'll be getting this first car in. That's a good thing. It's good to know. It's good to know to block out a certain amount of time for each car, and then if a car runs quicker than that, then that's an added plus. I think it's better to overestimate the amount of time you need and block out that amount of time in your day than to underestimate and then have other things in your day held up. This is not correct. I don't think. No, it is not correct. All right. But it's easy to fix when you realize it's same step. Still not. Hold on. I did this part incorrectly. See, I just got finished talking about how I'm ahead of schedule, and then I make a mistake. That requires me to go back and redo. But you see, very few seconds were wasted in correcting that mistake because it was discovered before we put other pieces on top of the incorrect pieces. So yeah, now we're back on track. All right, wedges. All right. Tires won't roll if they're on their side. All right, so that's going to go into the front of the car like this. And I can't get it to go in anymore. Is it supposed to stick out that much? I can't tell. I guess we'll be able to tell shortly, but now we're putting the wheel arches on. So that's what the front of the car looks like so far. Where's the other one of those? As you can see, as this parts pile diminishes, it's becoming easier to find the pieces that we need. And we have a nice mix of orange and black here, so now we get to use that piece with the print on the side. And actually, if you look closely, the print is upside down. That means that this piece is going to be attached in a non-standard manner. $17, $19, and $21. It's easier for them to create stickers than printed pieces, which is why the Speed Champions cars are so heavy on prints. I mean, on stickers. Because to sell them at the cheaper price point with all the licensed car manufacturers and sponsors and stuff, it's cheaper for them to produce the sticker sheets than actual printed pieces. But there are certain pieces for which they always do prints because sticker application would be too difficult. Interesting. I've actually not seen these pieces before. Okay. And actually, we're quickly running out of pieces. And we still have big gaps in the front of the car. I have a feeling that this section that we're building now is going to represent most of what's left of the front of the car. I need to do another one of those sections. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me. Yep, and I was right, because when we put this down onto the front of the car, oh wait, we can't yet. There's 2 more stickers I have to do here. So this is the headlight section of the car. Wow, that's totally not lined up properly. And when I have to fix a sticker, it increases the risk of it peeling later. That's good enough. That's not straight either. All right. Better. Now, how do these actually go on? How does this connect here? It connects to those. Yeah. Bear with me a minute while I try and make everything flush. Okay. So that's how that whole section went on. Which means most of the front of the car is done now. We just have a few gaps left to fill. And here it looks like we're doing the last 2 stickers for this car. And yeah, and that fills in that gap nicely. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And hey, empty sticker sheet. Okay. Now we're doing whatever this section is. So I think we're actually building the tail piece right now. And the first car is going to be done in under an hour and a half. Because this is the canopy now. And this is what the car looks like so far. Looks like really all we got to do left is the wheels. This car does have some bulk. So either I'm getting better at Speed Champions, or either I'm getting better at this, or this car had less total pieces. Let's go ahead and put the wheels together first, and then I'll pop them on. And now I do have to open that bag of wheel pieces. Okay, so it says to use the 5-pointed wheels for this car. All right, the wheels are in the tires, and now I just have to open up this this packet of wheels and put the wheel covers on. We want the 5-pointed ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look, it does come with an alternative style of wheel covers. But these are the ones we're actually using. Maybe I was doing the... yeah, that's how. So that's what a finished wheel looks like. One more time. And with all 4 wheels on, this car wants to roll. And it shows him in the car. So let's go ahead and put him in. Well, in order for our driver friend to actually drive the car safely, we need to actually give him his helmet. Now he is ready to drive. So we'll just stick him in the car. And then we will drop his hair in so that he has it when he's ready to get out of the car later. And here is the car with driver inside. Let's take this bit back off. So here's the first car done. And it's a pretty cool looking car. We're going to take a quick bio break and move on to the other car. I'll put that there so you can see it while I take my quick bio break. And that's the car we'll be building when I get back. Okay, I'm back. We're about an hour and a half into the stream. One last look at the McLaren F1 LM. And I'll set that off to the side. And we can, hold on, I just knocked a piece off. And now we can move on with the McLaren Solus GT. So this is going to be bags 1 and 2. And this one does include the wrench. Alright, so we need to go to, of course, let's load up our sticker sheet. Not a lot going on for this car. This is probably the least amount of stickers I've seen for a Speed Champions car. I've seen reviews of all of them. All of them show off the spent sticker sheet. So I'm pretty sure this is the fewest on a Speed Champions car. There's also no chassis piece on the side, so I'm assuming that this is a custom built chassis. I know the instructions show to give her the wrench, but we're not going to do that yet. When the wrench piece turns up, we'll set it aside, but it's really just for show anyway. Yeah, so we're ready to get started with the second car here. Alright, so we need to first start by building our driver. And this one does have a proper full racing uniform going on. And she actually has two faces. So, let me show you. She has a smiling but serious face. But, also, if we spin it around to the back, this is the first Speed Champions driver I've seen with double faces. Lego does that sometimes when the hair, hat, or helmet piece will cover the back of the head. They'll do two faces. The alternate face is this really excited look. Yeah. You know what? That's cute, but it's too cute for a race car driver. Let's put the more serious face on. All right, there she is. And then on the back, this is what the back printing looks like. One last look at the driver, and then let's move on to the car. Wait, we can't do the car just yet. We got to build her helmet first, and then set it aside. The helmet's useless to her until she has a car to drive. And we'll sit her in the back here to watch the car being built. And whenever the wrench turns up, we'll set it aside for her to use. Meanwhile, we have to begin the car itself now. So it looks like we will be custom building the chassis for this car, since it didn't have the standard chassis piece that most of the Speed Champions cars uses. Interesting beginning of a car. I guess we'll see how it all comes together. This looks really unusual to me, so. Oh, shoot. One moment. accidentally knocked the sticker sheet off my little table. Okay, let me fix the table and the camera. That should be good enough for now. Interesting beginning of shaping. That's cool. I've never seen that piece before. All right. Yeah, this car is definitely off to an unusual start. I will say that. I'm excited to see how this one comes together. This, by the way, is my 5th Speed Champions car overall. Out of 36 total. I mean, there's more than that, but I'm only collecting since the design change in 2020. So that's 36 cars since then. And this will be my 5th. And every time I get a Speed Champions car, it'll be its own stream, except the 2 packs, which are going to be done as a single stream. Each individual Speed Champions box is going to be its own stream. Whether it's a single car or a 2-car set like the last 2 have been. Let's make sure that these axle bits line up properly. All right. Interesting. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at yet. This does not look like the bottom of a car. But with time and more pieces, it will start to look like a car. Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, there's some cool shapes going on here. I think this is going to be a fun build. It's definitely weird with some highly unusual shaping going on. And I like different. Different is fun because you don't know what to expect. Oof. I didn't have that piece attached all the way. I didn't have it pressed all the way onto the stud. Okay. How did this okay. So that all lines up on this gray peg like this. That is totally not secure. Okay, but this piece here will hold that into place. Yeah. And looks like now we get to do the same thing on the other side. In mirror, of course. One of the cool things I like about Speed Champions is how the builds are unique and highly detailed. These aren't your classic city cars. I mean, these are cars that actually have spirit and personality. Although I do have a couple, I do have 3 city trucks that I'm planning to do next month across 2 streams. And those vehicles do all have a lot of personality. That's why I picked them as streams. I just don't have them in hand yet. I don't know what the time frame is for getting those three trucks. But they are going to come up in March or April. But before then, my very next Lego stream, yeah. My next Lego stream is going to be one of the more unique Lego lines. You'll understand what I mean when we get to it. But for now, let's focus on our Speed Champions cars, because there's going to be a lot of these streams. Like I said, 36 cars total, and I'm planning to collect them all. Now, there's one exception to the single pack, double pack um, per stream thing, and that's that there's two cars based on the Fast and the Furious movies. They were both released as single cars. They weren't even in the same wave. But I'm going to be doing that as a two-car stream just because they're movie cars. They're cars representing the same movie franchise. It makes sense to me to treat them as a two-pack, even though they're technically two single packs. But other than that, single cars will be single streams, and two-car packs will be double streams. The same way we have been doing the first 5 cars. Alright, so this is what we have so far. It looks like a really unique and weird shape for the beginnings of a car. We'll see how this shape evolves as we build it. Okay, that's an interesting piece. We're moving through the instructions fairly quickly here. I have a feeling that this is going to be another hour-and-a-half car. Man, I hate Butterfinger moments, but at least it didn't go off the table. One moment. Yeah. I have no idea how we're going to fit next week's stream on this table, but we will do our best. Okay, so now it looks like we're finally beginning to add some dimensionality to this car. Wow, that's some weird alignments going on. I still don't quite understand what I'm looking at, but as the details start to fill together, This will look more like a car. Like with the regular chassis piece, you can tell it's going to be a car. But here, it really just looks like we're putting a bunch of random shapes together. But it's the payoff is going at the payoff at the end is going to be worth it. Interesting step here. That's a half round tile with stud pattern going on here. What's that piece there? That'd be this one. Looks like we're creating the first wheel arch. That will line up here like this. And let me guess, yeah, same thing on the other side. And that one will go on like this. Okay. All right, sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm trying to focus right now. This build is doing unusual things. I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, our first stickers of the car. So we get the number 1 sticker. It says very clearly to orient it like that, so I hope I'm doing things correctly. And then we have the number 5 sticker. I need to find the other piece first. There it is. And these stickers are just color blocking. So there's really nothing to see with them right now until we add some more of the rest of the car. Color blocking is an important bit of sticker usage in Speed across the Speed Champions line. Okay, suggest I'm supposed to fold those down. Yeah. And here's one of those 1x5 plates. I'm a little weirded out by 1x5s because they were never a thing. And now all of a sudden they're in everything. But growing up, that was never a thing you saw in Lego as 1x5s. They're a relatively recent invention. I just can't get used to them. We had 1x2s, 1x3s, 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s, and I think 1x10s and 1x12s. I think that's as high as they went. Okay, so this section is gonna be put on like this. Okay, we're already getting to some shaping for the front here. I think this is meant to be the front, based on the way the angles are pointing. Yeah. But yeah, this is starting to take the basic shapes now. It's starting to... It's not recognizable yet, but it's starting to get somewhere. Like you can tell it's going to be a car of some kind. We've reached that point. Let's make sure. Well, I got a fingerprint on that piece. Okay. That bit's feeling a little bit stronger now. Well, we've just hit the 2-hour mark of stream. I estimated 2 hours per car, so we're definitely well ahead of that. That means I'm either getting better or these cars have less total pieces than my earlier Speed Champions cars. It's cool though. I'd rather overestimate the time I need and have it blocked out and available than underestimate and be panicking about time. It's very obvious at this point where the driver's going to sit. Some more 1x5s. And some more wheel arches. So the wheel arches are in place now, and we can proceed with some more. Okay, now it looks like we're going to tile and smooth up some of the siding here. Okay. And we're almost out of bag 1 parts. And we're more than halfway through the number of instructions pages as well. So we're actually making very good progress on this car. I think it's telling me to put this where exactly? Okay. In that stud that's in the... Okay. Where did that fall off of? So it's telling me to line this up with a stud that's in the shadows. My motor coordination is not a fan of this step. This is going to slow me down a bit, and it's the kind of piece I know we'll have to do again on the other side. Okay, I lined up that bit, but then this bit fell off. Oh no. Let us try that again. Sorry that this bit isn't really on camera, but I'm working against shadow here. I think that's how it's meant to be. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. We get to do the same thing on the other side. And the bit we're doing right now is, I believe, some more color blocking as well as shaping. So yeah, let me see if I can get into that stud there. Of course, the other piece was going to fall off too once I started doing that. That piece is partially inserted. So let me just see if I can't just snap this piece on and then finish pushing it in that way. All right. Let me go back and fix it on this side. All right. Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And then we have these two weird quarter dome pieces, I think. Tall quarter domes. And they're not even oriented the way that you would expect. So I'm not sure why they went with these. Oh, shaping. That's why they went with those specific pieces. So they could put these arch pieces on without leaving gaps. That's what that was about. And it's time for bag 2. We found the wrench. The final bag of the evening. We have our own separate bag of wheel pieces for this one. Let's just get everything out and then we will start building. I shouldn't say start building, I should say continue building. And this bag starts with a sub-assembly. It doesn't look like a terribly huge number of pieces in this bag. Okay. Yeah, that matches the picture. Okay. Brackets. Sticker time. Let's find the piece first. There it is. And that's the number 3 sticker. This looks like it's going to be part of the console. The sticker, I mean. But from the shape of the piece, from the part we're building, I'm not really sure how that fits in with what we've built. If this is going to, in fact, be part of the console. So I guess we'll find out in a few moments. Interesting corner panels. That's kind of a rare piece here. I mean, I've seen them before, but you don't see these corner panels in a lot. Okay, where's the other one? There it is. There's a lot of black pieces in this pile, which is part of what's slowing me down a little bit. Oh, I see how that all connects. Clever how they lined that up. All right, one more of those sections. Okay, this will go on like this. And this section, okay, so that's not actually part of the console. That's part of logoing, because that section actually goes onto the car. Like, see that? That goes on like somehow. Okay, I think it's supposed to line up with those. Yeah. That's how it goes on. Alright, so now we get to begin another sub-assembly. Starting on another 1x5. Interesting. And what's this dagger piece for? It has us doing some more of the same here. Alright, I have no idea what's going on with this, but I guess we'll find out when it all comes together in a few moments. Okay. Where's the other piece? I am supposed to have, shoot, okay. That was close. I don't think I saw anything go on the floor. There it is. That had me panic for a moment. This piece was proving difficult to look for. Okay, and then we have this big paddle piece. And then we have this piece. Okay, what exactly am I looking at here? All right, so we're supposed to squeeze these two together like that, I think. And then this with this paddle piece in the middle, and then this bar piece is supposed to be pushed in and aligned so it's not sticking out. Let's use this to push that in a little more, if it will let me. Okay, so these studs are supposed to match up with these white studs here in the back. So if I do that, and I need this assembly turned up a bit. So it's at a slight angle. Let me see if I can get these to there. The studs are connected, and so I can push this section into the angle it needs to be. And from there we can proceed with the build. Okay, so the very tip of that paddle piece creates the unique shape of the fin. now we're doing some more color blocking and shaping for the back here. Shaping and coloring are starting to come together now. All right, so it looks like we have few pieces left. This car is also almost complete now. We don't have too much longer to go on this build. This is a uniquely shaped car, though. I'm liking this construction. Okay. How exactly does that line up? Yeah, that's not centered. Does it line up like that, maybe? It's centered like that. Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to go. Okay. I want to make sure I get the one for the right side. So this one's going to go there. So sticker time. And now I get to repeat the same thing on the other side with another sticker. And pretty soon, this car will be done. We're definitely smoothing out some shaping and finishings now, so excuse me. Okay, so if I slip this one in here. So that's what the sides of the car look like so far. What's going on here? Curved slope. And this sticker here. Not sure what that's meant to be, but that goes on like this, I think. Yeah. And covers over that little bit of the structure that's still showing. Need a okay. Not sure. All right. That's supposed to line up right here. And here's that little video game controller shaped piece that they use for the console sometimes. And that goes onto the bar like this. Okay. Oh, I see what we're doing here. We're creating the front of the car now. Excuse me. This is one cool looking car. Okay, we want to do the number 7 sticker. Number 7 is just a tiny little logo. Not even sure why it was needed. But anyway. That's it. That's the number 7 sticker. Wrong piece. Oh, that's cool though. These wedge plates have some printing on them. So together with the logo, that's the full effect of this section. That looks pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's what those, yeah, these are supposed to clip onto these like this. And then this section folds. And yeah. So yeah, Speed Champions sub-assemblies are shaped pretty precisely so that each car has its respective angles and curves. So now we're going to cover up that whole open section there. And then we put this canopy piece on top, like so. And and we do the wheels. And this time it wants us to use the 9-spoked wheels. One, two, three, and four. And these are just the basic one-piece tires. Okay, so that's what the wheel and tire look like when attached. And we're going to start putting these on the car. That's an interesting shaped car. Interesting. Looks like it's time to put the driver in. So there's the driver one last time. There's the back. Now let's put her helmet on. And that's what she looks like with the helmet. And let's get her into the driver's seat. And let's see, the room in her lap for her hair. No, there isn't. So we'll do what we did with the other 2-pack, and we'll let her hair ride with her friend. Let's pull that hair out of there. The hair will ride in the other car, like we did with the other 2-pack. And we'll, with the console folded down, we'll put the canopy back on. And I just popped a piece off. Hold on. I need to fix that, and I need to get the canopy to line up. There we go, that's fixed. Alright, the canopy is down. I lined up that sticker pretty nicely. It kind of matches the alignment of the print, almost. And that's what it looks like with the driver inside. This is the McLaren Solus GT. And we finished in under 3 hours. Set this hair piece aside. And now I'm going to look for somebody for us to raid. Spent sticker sheet. There's the results of today's assemblies. And we shall find somebody to raid. Mandy Prater's going. That's always a good show. Let's try raiding Mandy Prater. Sometimes she has raids turned off, so let's give it a try though. Let's go enjoy some good music. It's been fun building these 2 race cars with you. I'll see you on either Monday or Tuesday for my next stream. And then on Sunday, March 10th, I've got a really special Lego stream planned. I think you'll really enjoy that one. Speed Champions are fun. Our garage is up to 5 cars. Have a good night. It didn't take my raid message. Hold on. Let me try setting up the raid again. I must have typoed it or something. Okay, it's blocking the raid for some reason. Let me try. We can try for Heavenly tonight. She's also a good show. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me try refreshing my Twitch page and try again. Okay, let me make the raid. So I'll see you next week. Have a good night. Let me make the raid. Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the rainbow?